What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and I am here to analyze the Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales Super Bowl trailer. Now, this trailer aired, very shortly into the Super Bowl, and it had all new scenes, a bunch of them, and so I'm going to analyze. Now, obviously, I'm not going to show you the actual trailer, so I do want you to obviously have seen the trailer, watch the new trailer, but I'm going to talk about the specifics of it and kind of go from there, maybe talk about what I see this movie as. I'm going to have a theories video up very soon going really in depth of specific parts of Pirates 5 and what I expect from it. So, what do we see in this trailer? Well, starting off, we saw a lot of Captain Salazar, and now we know he escaped from the Devil's Triangle, where he's basically undead, and now his entire crew is also undead. You see in the very beginning of the extended edition, the extended trailer, how there's like a crow that has missing parts of the body, really, and it scares just a random pirate. So you see that, and this trailer pushes Captain Salazar a lot, and I think that's very good. I said it in the very first trailer that we saw, and I talked about Salazar, and I think he's a fantastic villain. I think he's scary. I think what they've done with him, with like missing parts of the body and kind of having like phantom parts, is super, super, super cool. So we see more of that, right? The beginning, we see his bird. Then we see the Flying Dutchman. Now, obviously, we know Will Turner, Orlando Bloom is back for Pirates 5. He wasn't in 4. He's back, and we see the Flying Dutchman once again. And let me tell you, it's so cool to see the Flying Dutchman once again in 2017 to see what it looks like. Looks just as good. Okay, so we see that. Then we know Will's back. Then they go back and they're like, all right, let's show us more Captain Salazar. So we see his ship a ton, and we see him a ton. And I really, really, really like what they've done with his ship. His ship terrorizes the sea, right? He's out to kill all pirates. That's his goal, is he's just going to wipe out pirates. And, he has a grudge with Jack Sparrow, and that's the point of the movie. He's searching for Jack. But in the meantime, he's ripping through pirates. And he's undead, so you can't kill him. His ship has a lot of the same characteristics he and his crew have, where the ship is missing large parts of it, and it's really in like a weird obstructive shape. When you see it kind of leaning upwards over Barbossa's ship, which he looks like he's still kind of in the British, he's still controlling their men, or at least he kept their outfit. He still has his hairdo. And you see Salazar's ship, and it leans upward. And I really, really like the ship. It looks super strange. Like, it doesn't even look like a ship, and I think that's really, really cool. So you see that, right? He approaches Barbossa's ship. Barbossa's looking out towards him. He has the hat back, which is really, really cool. He looks even older now. And then Salazar jumps down onto his ship, and you get to see Salazar again. Looks truly scary. Then they come out with a shot where it's Salazar's ship he's crushing these pirates. Obviously, his ship, like I said, is like him, very undefeatable. But I really like the look of his ship in this movie. Then they talk about, how there's the devils have broken out, and the sea is ruled by the devils, or whatever the girl says. You see Barbossa walking through the alley. The point of this movie is they're trying to find Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow has kind of gone missing. He's kind of escaped because he knows that Salazar is after him. And, the Poseidon's trident is the only thing in the sea that can stop Salazar, and that is what needs to be found. And this plays in with the main female lead in this movie, who's also, she's like a historian, and she's more into the intellect of this whole thing, and she kind of gets brought into this story. She is the main female lead of this. They're going to put a lot on her, and I find it fine. It sounds like she's going to be sort of like a Keira Knightley and Elizabeth Swann. And, they're hoping that these younger people in this movie start to carry it because they want pirates to be more than just Jack Sparrow. I think that's kind of where they've suffered in the past, is putting too much on Johnny Depp. And this movie, if the trailers have showed us anything, it's not just going to be Jack Sparrow, and I think that is perfect. Do I want to see Jack Sparrow in a lot? Yes, I do. But to make him the central point and have every scene involving him is not a wise move. You need good supporting characters in Pirates, and Barbossa is definitely one, obviously. So you see Barbossa, you know that Jack has gone missing, he's hiding. And then you go off to kind of like an island where the main female lead is running away from Salazar's army, and you see the ship again, and you see the undead land in the water. And what I like about this is they show them running on water, and they're literally running on top of the water. They don't sink, which is super cool. They have like these mystical abilities. I think is really, really awesome. And I'm still in love, like I said, with his crew. I really, really like what they've done with them. Missing body parts, it shows them all running. You see Salazar in the beginning, he's missing like, you know, his cheekbone, which I really like. They look super scary, like they look intimidating because you can't really kill them, right? So, you know, then they show another shot of Barbossa. They show an opening of the water. So there's a lot of mystical kind of things going on in this trailer, where, you know, they said this movie is going to be a lot like Pirates 1, and I believe them. This has a Curse of the Black Pearl written all over, with kind of the horror element, with the whole, you know, undead Barbossa's army with the medallion. It's kind of the same thing here, and I'm really enjoying that. But it also reminds, and I've talked to Tyler, I mean, it reminds me of At World's End a lot. And I mean, At World's End is my favorite movie of all time. So then, one scene that I really, really enjoy is it shows Salazar's ship literally flop down on another ship, crush it, explode, and just drive right through it. Like I said, his ship can't be destroyed, and really, he can ram his ship directly through you and just destroy your entire ship. And they show that, like I said, it shows it land on the other ship, and then he kind of just drives through with fire going right past him, which is super, super cool. He just drives right through it. It shows Will Turner again. He has the Davy Jones look to him. He's starting to develop the fish kind of face, which, you know, you only turn like that when you don't respect the rules of what you're supposed to do. His job is to ferry souls from the real life to Davy Jones' locker, and to kind of be, you know, that mediator going back and forth. And Davy Jones is supposed to kind of be a nice guy. And we know that Davy Jones got the facial look like the squid because he broke that rule, and because he wasn't doing it justice. Now, in this movie, from what we found out from the official synopsis a couple of days ago, was that Will's son, who is the younger boy who is part of the British Army, who Salazar comes to in the first trailer to say, like, do you know Jack Sparrow? He is trying to reunite with Will, and obviously you can't do that. You can't bring someone like that along for this journey. And they said that this movie is going to kind of be exploring that and seeing how it can work. And, you know, and that's probably how this is going to happen to him, is if you break the rules, this kind of stuff happens. So maybe his son breaks the rules and comes on board and stuff like that. That's why Elizabeth couldn't do that. That's why they had the kid, and she could not go with Will for his entire journey. So maybe this is why he starts to turn into that. The facial features of Davy Jones is because they're starting to break the rules. I don't know if it's because he's not ferrying souls from to Davy Jones' locker. I don't know if that's the reason. I don't think so. Then, you know, it just shows a couple more. It shows like sharks without parts of them, which is super cool. It shows a burning black flag for pirates. So like Salazar is ripping through people. And then finally, two teaser trailers. They're both considered teaser trailers. Maybe a combined 2.5 minutes total. We finally see Jack Sparrow, and he's covered in mud. He puts his compass down. I don't know. The compass, I would assume, is going to help him find the Poseidon's Trident. or at least lead him to someone who knows how to get to it. And, then he drinks his rum. He says a pirate's life. And, he looks, I think he's in Tortuga area. You see people drinking in the background. He looks all muddied up. I feel like they are going to make a return to Tortuga like they have really in almost every movie, just to kind of bring that world back. And that is a good hiding spot for pirates. So I would assume that is where Jack is going to go at some point in this movie. So guys, that is my analysis for the Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales trailer. Obviously, if you can't tell, this is my favorite series of all time. Those are my favorite movies. The third movie at World's End is my favorite movie of all time. It may sound weird, but you know what? I really, really enjoy these movies. They're my favorite. I've seen them I've seen them 20 plus times, all of them. I love these films, and I cannot wait for the fifth movie. So make sure you subscribe to Podcast Now, our YouTube channel. Make sure you like this video and share it if you enjoy pirates like me. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this. When I did the analysis for the first trailer, we had a lot of good talks with some people that commented. We love talking to you guys. We love having conversations based around you. So let me know what you think and write in the comments below, and make sure you watch our future videos. I'm going to have a couple Pirates videos talking about what I think this movie is going to be. And a special video for Pirates 5 before it comes out. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next video.